This is Electrical Awareness. My name is Jeroboam Kimtai, welcoming you to sit down, relax, and watch this channel and the content therein. Today, we are talking about electrical matters again. But before we continue, I want to thank all my friends, the people who watch this channel, and all my friends who have subscribed, and those that have forgotten to subscribe. As you watch this video, remember to subscribe, remember to share and like this video as we continue sharing from the same. Special gratitude goes to you who have watched already, who are watching, who have subscribed, and those that are sharing to other people by word, by sharing on WhatsApp, and even on Facebook. Thank you so much. Thank you, my brother Igwe, the boy, Daniel Kiprono, who is sharing the same from Mount Elgon TV. This is a powerful online television in Mount Elgon. Thank you so much, friends, and thank you other friends that are around Nairobi. We have Willie of Zmax Media, and we have another one called Chayb Creations. Thank you, because the 4 YouTube channels have become friendly to me, and they have really started helping make this channel grow. Thank you so much. And other people, not forgetting my teacher, of Devcha Moments, David Otieno Okoth. Pastor Dave, thank you. This initiative has gone viral because we started this thing with you. Now, back to electrical matters, and I want to welcome you to subscribe, to share, and like this channel. Friends, we are talking about sockets, socket outlets, plugs, and so on. And the first thing I want us to ponder on, even as I bring a picture to your mind, is this. Before that electrical machine, an electronic machine, an appliance, or a device works, any electrical device works, there is somewhere that this device is connected on the wall. That thing that this device is connected on the wall is called a socket, and sometimes people call it socket outlet or an outlet. So don't worry, today we are going to demystify which name to use. And so thank you even as we join in this program. First thing we are talking about is the difference between an outlet and a socket. Okay, in electrical matters, it is essential to note that this thing is one and the same thing. However, we have a reason why it is sometimes called a socket, and sometimes it is called what? An outlet. Or sometimes it can have the same, the two names, socket, outlet. Why socket? Socket has been borrowed from different things. Have you ever learned about the socket eye, where this eye is situated on your face? Then that informs what we call a socket. A socket simply means a hole where something can be placed, can be inserted, or can be plugged into. So it is called socket because that is where a plug for the machine, a plug for the appliance, a plug for the device, electrical device, is connected into. Okay, that is why it is called a socket. Okay, it is called an outlet because from that socket we have electricity that is not in use until you plug in your machine. So that is why it is called an outlet. Number 3, it is important to note that not all sockets are outlets. Some sockets are inputs. They are not outlets. Okay? Some sockets are inputs. They are sockets, they are very special sockets where you bring in a plug with electricity and then you plug into that socket, and then after that, then it is supplied to others. So not all sockets are outlets. Some others are outputs. That's why I wanted us to do this discussion today and see. So it is not automatic that every socket is an outlet. Other sockets are inlets. So we shall have a discussion and see which kind of sockets are outlets and which kinds of sockets are inlets or inputs. Okay, so I think up to there we have a difference, or you have made a choice on when to call this receptacle a socket or an outlet. So in simple terms, that's just call it a socket outlet when it comes to electricity. In electricity, all sockets mostly are outlets. Now I want to discuss with you another thing on sockets again, or socket outlet, depending on what you'll choose to call, which is called a universal socket. Now, we have talked about extension cords in the previous program, and also we know what a socket outlet is. For your television to work, you must have plugged it on the socket outlet. So we know that. But again, we want now to talk about the socket, universal socket. Universal socket has, if you have a socket, for example, it has two different sets of holes. Okay, so that if a plug is plugged in this socket, or in short, you can plug in two or three uh, plugs, okay, into the universal socket. And note, this is not an extension socket. It is fixed on the wall like other sockets, right? But this kind of a socket does not have a switch. You plug in, then already you have electricity. You plug another one, already you have electricity. But this now has brought a problem. That is where the problem comes in, where when there's a scenario, if you plug in a machine when it is already on and you plug in, it begins, then that is where you will start hearing, you'll start experiencing electrical arcs, electrical sparks that bring the burning on the plastic part of the receptacle of the accessory. So this way now, I want to tell you that this kind of universal sockets were being introduced but never met the standards to which they are expected to meet for it to be in the market. So they are not available in the market. Yes, and if you meet this kind of socket on the market, then you are not supposed to buy them and go to and go use them, because they are quite dangerous for use. Okay, though that is about universal sockets. Now another thing I want to talk lastly about is electrical plugs. Electrical plugs are a point at which electricity is supplied to the device. So we have a wire. A wire is supposed to have a something that is supposed to be plugged on the wall. Okay, so a bare wire cannot be plugged on the wall and you get the right service. So you need something to plug with. So these plugs come with different designs. Okay, we have F designs, H designs, C designs, E designs, different kinds of them. And I will be demonstrating in the coming video about such designs with pictures. And I want to dedicate it actually to episode episode 41, because this is episode 40. I will dedicate it to episode 41 and do pictures of plugs. That will be enough for you to know the pictures of plugs, what a plug is, and their different designs. But they are made up of things called prongs or pins. These pins may be two, mostly, or three. Three, why? Because then they are receiving live, neutral, and earth. Okay. And then we have two. These two, we have another one with two prongs, actually for live and neutral alone. So that plug, those plugs are very important, because you cannot have electricity without them. Therefore, you have to be very careful, therefore, when you want to buy such plugs. These plugs, the pins are conductors, but they are supported by plastic material, and this plastic material is so because they cannot conduct electricity, and therefore you cannot be shocked when handling the plug. But of course, most of the sockets have switches, So if you want to unplug, you put off the socket and then unplug. And if you want to plug in, then you check whether the socket is on. If it is on, you put it off and then plug in, and then you put on. The procedure that is supposed to be followed about handling plugs. Thank you for this program, and thank you for watching this short program, because it's a wonderful one. Yes, remember to subscribe, share, and like this video in this YouTube channel. For those who want to know, the name of this YouTube channel is Jeroboam Kimtai. If you just type that name, then you'll see my channel popping out, and you'll be able to enjoy a myriad of videos. I'm talking about episode 40 now, meaning we have 40 videos about electricity. So enjoy in that. And then we have a number there, which is +254 713 886833. That's my number. Call and I'll be able to give you services either on consultancy basis, or I come there practically and solve your issue about electricity. So that's all from me this evening. Remember, God loves you out there, even as we are in our normal businesses. Remember that I love you and I want to take care of you, and that's why I'm doing this electrical awareness. To him it may concern. Anybody who watches this video is a candidate to listen to this. Coming from anybody in Kenya or outside, listen to this and it will be okay for you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And this is electrical awareness.